We're the indie project Bee and Theo, and we've been living and travelling the world in vans for the past 6 years. We're currently renovating an abandoned stone barn in Portugal to turn into a beautiful tiny home for us and our cats Ginjey Bear and Furrnando. Follow our journey from the very beginning as we document the whole process of creating an off-grid home.
Good morning, welcome back to another video. Leading on from the last video, I'm about to get all of, I don't know what you'd call it, like furniture board.
I think furniture board.
Yeah, the wood that we brought from the city so that we can build the storage for all of our clothing on the mezzanine. So I'm gonna get that out of the car and get measuring up so we can get this built.
Now we're moved in, we really need somewhere to store our clothing because at the moment it's just in a suitcase or in piles at the end of our bed, which is really annoying and very messy and also just not suitable really. So having this clothing storage at the end of the mezzanine, which is where we always planned for it to go, we got these crates to go in it a year ago with the vision that they would be for our clothes, and I'm really excited to put them in there and create this storage unit.
So this is the last bit of furniture board to bring in, and the way we're going to do this design is we're going to come up with a plan where we have to do really minimal cutting. We're going to try and have as little wastage as possible, and I think the way we're going to do that is by having 3 crates across the bottom and 3 crates across the top, and that should bring them out to be the perfect dimensions because these are 120 long. And I think the crates come to just under 120. So once you factor in the 16mm thickness and depth of these boards, it should be spot on. Where's the tape measure? Well, they weren't the same size already, were they?
No, that looks like 32 to me.
Yeah, 2.5.
2.5.
So then we need to trim down the sides as well.
Of the middle frame, of the middle shelf. Is that what you're saying?
No, the sides that are going.
Oh, we need to cut it in half, yeah.
So that's already done. So 1, 2, 3 times 3 large, done.
Hello.
So we need 6 cuts.
What's wrong? We've just written up this rather crazy looking cut list, which was a really good idea because we've got some that need cutting a different length to others that are the same piece that we're leaving different, and it's just a little bit confusing at times. So we've got it all written down nicely. So it should, in theory, I'm hoping it'll go really smooth because
If the cuts are wrong,
if it's wrong, blame me.
you.
We've got it all written down so we can actually just go through, mark off each one as we do it, and it should be a lot simpler and a lot smoother because they're not massive cuts, that's the thing, they're just small bits off, so you don't want to take it too far because then the whole thing's just not going to work and that would be awful.
And we've got exactly
the right amount. We've got exactly the right amount of pieces,
no more.
So we can't make a mistake. We've got 0 room for error, literally 0 room, so no pressure at all. excited to be working with Amaze again to offer you the chance to win a 4x4 Sprinter van with an $80,000 eco-friendly conversion, all while supporting a great cause, the Mike Rowe Works Foundation. Amaze gives away one-of-a-kind prizes whilst donating money to chosen charities. The 4x4 Sprinter van will have a fully converted interior with your choice of adventure-ready exterior upgrades, like a bike rack or adventure-ready all-terrain tyres, all carried out by Vansmith.
LED interior lighting, a 210 watt solar power system, an 85 litre isotherm cruise fridge, full-size bed and so much more.
Think of all the epic adventures waiting in this van. I know that if we had it, we'd be heading straight to the mountains, going along the winding roads and rugged terrain, all from the comfort of this wonderful van. Donations support the Mike Rowe Works Foundation, who are on a mission to help close the skills gap by challenging the stigmas that discourage people from pursuing millions of available jobs. So for your chance to win a 4x4 Sprinter van with an $80,000 eco-friendly conversion by Vansmith, just head to amaze.com/indieprojects or click the link in our description for your chance to win. Good luck. Just cut all of the pieces so we can put it all together nice and smoothly. It was actually a pretty good process, I'd say. It wasn't difficult wood to cut. The tools we had were perfect for the job. I've got a handful of stuff to take up now so we can assemble it. I'm actually really excited to see how it's going to look. So do you want to just keep the crates there and then move them at the end?
Yeah, leave everything in position. We can just slide this in there. So we're ready to start drilling and screwing, which is exciting because this will all come together really quickly now because it's all cut, it's ready to go. I want to see how it looks.
We've made our own IKEA furniture basically.
It's exactly what it is, but we don't have them like special little wooden pegs and whatever. We just have to basically screw through the side, but we do have some of these that we picked up that go on the end of PZ2s. And they're just little white caps that go over the screw that will hide the screws. So from a distance it should look nice.
Do you know which bits are which? Have you got it all laid out?
Of course I know.
Oh, perfect. I've just marked out, this is the bottom, so it is going to be flipped, and all these along here are the points where underneath other bits are going to be connected. So Theo's just about to drill some pilot holes all the way along them so that when we come to actually screwing the extra pieces in, it won't split and it should go really nicely. So Theo's ready, he's got his safety goggles on, a pillow for his knees. How many are you going to do in each bit? 4, do you think?
I think I'm going to do 4.
Yeah.
1 in each corner.
And then 2. Yeah, fab. So we're going to have 4 on each one. I'm looking forward to putting it together.
Exciting.
Oh, well, actually, we just realised I need to do one line along here. I'm not actually going to do a line, realised don't need it. So I thought I'd just keep you all updated, literally second by second, as to what we're doing. What's going on?
Drilling pilot holes.
No, but what's this all about?
So that I don't drill through the floor And also if you have something on the back, it doesn't split the wood.
Perfect.
So it needs to be there, yeah?
Yeah. And then should we just do the same with the middle shelf before we pop it on here? Then it can just slot on nicely, can't it?
How do you mean?
So we'll stand this up
Yeah.
and do this same thing on the middle shelf,
Yeah.
and then that can just slot on top of this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the back.
Nice.
Should we move this over here so it's out of the way for now? Nothing to square it off with.
We're close, aren't we? Because then we've just got to literally screw the topper and the sides.
Yeah.
No, the middle
Well, the
through the
side's done.
side. Do these need caps?
No.
No.
So we've got the main frame up now. It's the wrong way round. We need to turn it and put it in that corner. And then the final thing,
corner.
Ricky's in the corner. So we need to put the top on it, and then it's complete. And you can see how it looks in place. I'm so excited for this. Theo's just screwed in the final screw, so all we need to do now is turn it around, put it in the corner where it's going to go, put the crates in, and it's finished. I'm actually quite surprised that we're finally going to have somewhere to put our clothes. You get used to living a certain way without even thinking about it. Yeah, living out of a suitcase, and then suddenly it's like, oh, I can actually put my clothes away now. So this is really exciting. And I did a load of laundry yesterday that's drying on the line. Right now, I just looked out the window, it's drying, so we can put all the wonderful, fresh, clean clothes in the cupboards. Absolutely perfect.
Nice.
How does that look? That's fab.
Dirty clothes basket there.
Yeah, I'm so happy with that.
Right, let's move these out of the way. All we got to do now is cut these nodules off.
Nodules.
Nodules. So the other week in Lidl, I saw this oscillating tool, I think that's what you call it, and I had to pick it up because I've been wanting one of these for ages, and I thought that I wouldn't use it for a long time, but it's always good to just have it in your toolbox. You never know when you're going to use it, and this is the perfect job. I've got these nodules, that's what I'm calling it. These bits here we just need to take off so that these fit nicely into the cupboard, basically the slide out cupboard that we just made, but these are getting in the way, so let's give this a test.
Tossed in like a castaway, what we wanted, not what we thought we wanted. Tossed in, you couldn't see it coming, what we needed.
So that was a great success, managed to get all the nodules off.
Why?
They're all flattened, which is brilliant. It literally was like a hot knife through butter. A very good tool, recommend it. Dead cheap. Obviously you can get better brands, pay more money, but I won't be using this much, just for the odd job here and there. So let's go and take the crates up to the new, I don't even know what to call it, cupboard, wardrobe, pull out thing, and I think the heat's getting to me. But I'm excited to see them all together, and then Bee can start laying out all of her knickknacks and jewellery and whatnot, because it's going to be a nice area to get ready in the morning. We're going to fasten some felt to the bottom of these so they can slide out nicely and don't scratch our new unit. I think that's the plan, isn't it?
Yeah, like the same what we did at the bottom of the sofa and stuff. They look lovely. They look really lovely.
Made to measure. Literally. There we go.
Now the drawers are in place, it's time to get all of our stuff that can go up there and put it where it's going to live, which is really exciting because, like I said earlier, this corner has just been a dead area for ages, nothing going on there. So now all of our things have a place to live permanently. I'm really excited to put it all together. When we moved into the barn, all of our stuff was still in the caravan and I hadn't brought it down yet because there was nowhere for it to go. So it's really lovely to have this space now and put all these things together, because I'd actually forgotten that I had half of this stuff because it was in the caravan where we don't really spend any time now, literally just cooking. So it's really nice to see that and sitting in bed. What a lovely view. Getting up in the morning, we can just easily get our clothes out. I'm so happy about that now. Our clothes finally have somewhere to go, as does my jewellery, my makeup, beauty stuff. This lovely plant, random candles. I am a trinket addict, so we have a lot of bits and pieces. This isn't even the surface of it, honestly. It's a whole load of things, so probably should do some clearing out as well, but to be honest, I like it how it is at the moment.
So something monumental has just taken place, and that is why it looks like someone has broken into the barn and ransacked it. It's an absolute state, which we're going to take care of in a minute, because we can't go on living like this any longer, even though it's only been like this for a few hours. But check out what we have down here. I have a wire with a plug on it, and we just had basically the barn wired up, ready for electrics. So that means that soon we can get the solar installed and everything wired up to this electrics, so that we've got power inside the barn. But for now, what I asked the electrician is, I said, can you put a plug on the end where we can just plug it in to our power bank? So here we've got our jackery, and I can just plug this straight into there, like so, and now we have power.
Well, you've got to
all
turn
around.
the AC on the jackery.
Yeah, obviously you got to turn it on. But it's just amazing. It's going to change how comfortable living in here is going to be, because now we have plugs everywhere. We don't have to just use this or our other power bank to plug in our phones and charge our camera batteries and our laptops.
Turn that on and show them the light in the corner.
So if I click that, like that, and then go around here. Is it plugged in?
Yes,
it's already
it is.
plugged in. Ta-da! And you can see down here we've got 4 plugs, 4 normal plugs, and we've got 2 USB sockets. In that corner we've got 4 normal plugs, 2 USB sockets, 4 normal plugs.
No, 2 in this one.
2 normal plugs, 2 USB sockets, and then we're going to have more plugs installed once the kitchen's set up and ready to go. We decided not to have the plugs installed in the corner just yet, because we don't know exactly where we want them. We might have them up on kind of like a backsplash situation, so we can plug in different utilities and stuff like that. But it is monumental. It's great to have electric. It means that all of these ports can have stuff plugged into them, and we just got to press one button and we have power, and it all charges off solar, albeit a really small solar system at the moment, but soon to be beefed up. And now, first I need to, I was going to say we were going to tidy up, but actually I need to cut a hole.
You don't, because there's a hole in there.
I don't need to cut a hole.
Yeah, high 5.
Do I?
No, there's a hole in the bottom.
Perfect. So let's get tidying.
Everything is now back in the places where they live. You might have noticed down here our suitcases, as we said earlier, our clothing has all been in suitcases whilst we didn't have the cupboards, but now they're done. Those are going to get condensed down into the cupboards and out of the way so we can get rid of those suitcases, because they annoy me to look at every single time. But I really got used to having all this space here, and when everything was in here, it was actually really annoying.
It was only for a few hours.
I know,
as
I've
well.
got spoiled and used to having all this room, but going upstairs now, I'm so happy with it. I've got to show you. And the ladder is so fun to climb. But look at this little space. We've got the mirror there, which is where I always wanted it. So it's a great place when you get dressed, you can see what you actually look like. Does the outfit look horrendous or not? Does it look okay? And we started to fill up the things. As I said, I had laundry. I folded the laundry up, put it away. Very nice. One of the baskets here, it's got our clean bedding in. Dirty laundry basket, already half full. I mean, I've got to say, living the way we do, clothes get dirty straight away from all the building dust, working with the animals. When I feed the chickens every day, I somehow get covered in chicken food dust. It gets all over my clothes, so you just get dirty constantly. But having all of this here and all of our things on display, it's so lovely. And then we've got a gorgeous, gorgeous double bed. Look at this here. And I can stand up. Then we've got a lovely bed, which is just so comfy. And our little lights. If you're wondering how we have power up here, our lighting is battery powered, so they last for ages on 2 AAs, which is brilliant. We have one at either end of the room, and at night that's more than enough light actually in the dark. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking out and I just absolutely love it.
So I think we're going to end the video there. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Once again, we've got another task that was on the list completed, ticked off, finished. It's now usable. This bedroom area is really not far from being completed. I mean, it basically is completed, isn't it?
Yeah, it
There's
is.
like a bedside table that I want to build, a few little bits of trim, but apart from that, this is completely signed off by Furrnando and Ginjey. They love it up here. They spend way more time up here than we do, and tune into the next video because forgot what I was going to say then. Tune into the next video because we've got so much more to come. There's so much more to build. There's so many more things that need doing to finish this place. But I can tell you, it's such a comfortable place to live in. And what we've achieved has just blown my mind. If you date your mind back to when we started this, and it was just like a goat shed full of straw, full of feces, full of rats, and now we're living in it.
We're the rats.
We're the rats. But yeah, thanks again for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next video.